Remember Garrett? We got together.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father God, we thank you for the rain you've given us on the first day of fall today. We thank you for all your blessings that you give to each and every one of us. Thank you for protecting our employees as they do their work every day. And we just ask that you guide this board tonight during this meeting. In the name we pray, amen. Okay, we have a quorum. Any comments by citizens that are not on the agenda? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on with the order of business meeting. And the first item is approval of minutes from our September 8th meeting.
I'll make a motion that we approve the September 8th meeting minutes as presented.
Okay, we have a motion by Ron. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Kelly. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Next is approval of claims and payroll.
I make a motion to approve the claims and payroll.
Okay, we have a motion by Wes for the claims and payroll. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Rod. All in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay, the next item is a request for replacement of a sewage department pickup truck. And Terry is here tonight to give us information on that. This was discussed or on the agenda for the Board of Works, and we gave Kurt and Terry permission to go out and get quote for the pickup truck. So it's all yours, Terry.
All right. Of course, we asked to go in the open market, so Kurt went to Mosier's and got a quote for the new truck. This new truck will be mine. It will replace the one that's 10 years old. And my truck will go to Chase, which his truck is 15 years old. So then the trade-in, we're going to see how much Mosier's will give for the trade-in. If not, we'll probably go like sealed bids like we normally do. But
that's for the 15-year-old.
yes.
Yeah.
For 15 years. And basically they come up with like 42,000. So for truck pickup.
With the trade-in yet to be determined.
Yes, sir.
Motion to approve.
And that's an F-150 with
It's just a normal.
same type of pickup you have now,
No,
or
it'll just be a regular cab.
regular cab. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to approve that request.
I'll second it.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay.
I'd like to thank the council. This will probably be the last truck I come and ask for. So thanks for all the.
What are you saying, Terry? What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm gonna be retiring before this next truck is
That's another 15 years. Isn't it?
We're under 10. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank you. Any more claims to sign? Is there any more? Okay. All right.
Three steps.
Okay. Okay, the next item is the no parking unloading loading zone request that was requested by Eka. And before we start that, come up to the chairs, girls. I got a call from Jackie last week, and they had been discussing their request, and they also had met, or I think you guys met with the downtown merchants group,
Yep.
and discussion, from that meeting seemed to indicate that that they are in favor of having 15-minute parking sign and not not the hours, and no parking for the hours that et cetera. PECA is open, but I'll let these gals talk about that meeting and any other thoughts that you have. So we have the ordinance here based on what I told you over the phone, which was the no parking for the X amount of hours that you're open. But that has not been introduced yet, like I told you on the phone. So go ahead and explain your thoughts.
First of all, thank you for swiftly working on it. That was really great. And then we wanted to apologize that we are kind of wishy-washy now, wondering if maybe we want to do 15-minute versus the full day that we're opened. But after further thinking about it and hearing kind of that you have a 15-minute spot, Clint, that works out well to tri-weekly, and maybe it would be better for maybe Fulton and Maine or other people just kind of stopping and running a quick errand. We're good with that as long as, it hopefully gives our customers the time to just unload quick and not have to wait in line or park far away and carry their things in. So I guess we feel like that would maybe be a little more friendly to the downtown. But, or whatever you guys think. If you feel like it'd be better to be an all-day unloading zone, we're grateful for that. We're grateful for whatever we can get, so.
Was this a thought that just came to you spontaneously, or did other merchants approach you?
They didn't approach us. We just were kind of asking about just what they thought about the parking situation. It kind of evolved because we figured out there was a car parking all the time, or a few different cars, and we figured out that they were from Adams Wells, that is in Calp now, or in part of Calp building. So we were able to email Michelle Klauser, and she then told us she will work with them and telling them like that is not a all-day parking spot. So she explained that to them. She said she had explained that when they got the job, that they were not supposed to do that, but then she re-explained at their next meeting, like, you are to find a different parking spot, not in the 2-hour parking. And so they have not been parking there anymore. So that has freed up a lot. So hopefully, yeah.
And also on that note, also one of the downtown merchants parked there frequently daily. And after our downtown meeting, he has now moved to a different spot. So I don't know if it just was never addressed, or no one on our street ever talked about it. I don't know. So that freed up another spot. I've noticed, I don't know that Jackie has, one time since we met the last time, a car was there like pretty much all day. And I don't know who it was. I saw her get in her car, but that's been the only one that I've noticed that has really hogged the spot, if you want to call it that.
So if we were to amend this to 15-minute parking between those hours and those days, that's what would be satisfactory?
We would be satisfied with that. Or I don't know how it would be worded. Would it be worded still like unloading zone, 15-minute parking only, or whatever?
It'd be like theirs,
It'd be like-
Or
where
what is it?
no matter who it is,
15-minute parking,
15-minute
okay.
parking, period.
Except for then, would people be able to park there like at Fulton and Maine, like in the
Mhm.
evenings and stuff like that? Then
Yeah.
it'd be fine. Okay,
it'd be
Put the
15 minutes
hours.
during
during those hours.
During certain
Okay,
hours.
okay.
We need to put that because of Fulton and Maine
sure.
being open, but they're only open Wednesday through Saturday, so
Okay,
we'd have to probably use those hours instead of your hours.
okay, yeah, that's fine.
And I don't anticipate problems because there really hasn't been any in the last couple of weeks, but if it's abused, it's allowed to be called it, not that I want to be like a pest, but we can if we see a recurring problem.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Signs up, it's enforceable.
Mhm.
essentially what would have to, the police department would have to go and sit there and wait 15 minutes.
Mm.
They can't mark the tires anymore.
Okay, that's, okay.
And 15-minute parking is a lot less time than
For them to sit.
Yeah.
what the other sign was gonna be. So,
And then you feel like it's been good?
Yes.
Pretty good.
Mhm.
No problem.
Great. That would be great, because we do get, I know you had asked Mayor, we get several people coming in a day, so it will be really helpful, and a lot of them are quite elderly that come in and drop off donations. It seems, they need help getting it out of their car or things like that, so it'll be helpful.
Mhm.
So.
So
Dave,
your options are, you can either instruct me to bring back a modified one for introduction next time, or you can introduce it now and we can change it and instruct me to change it for the adoption. Either way works.
Since I brought the other one around, I would be in favor of a motion to introduce with the change from no parking to 15-minute parking during hours of operation.
Second that. Because I think that doesn't really slow us down any. If we can then adopt it at the next meeting. Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion to introduce. I need a motion, I guess. Are you introducing it? Okay. So we have a
With the
motion.
change.
Yeah, we have a motion to introduce ordinance. Did it have a number?
792.
792.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
With the noted changes on it for adoption at the next meeting. And Ron seconded that motion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah.
One more meeting before it passes.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank you. Do we need to be at that one?
No,
Oh, no. That is.
and if you want to,
Okay.
you're always welcome.
It's
It's
fine.
a public meeting. You
Yeah.
can watch. You can watch.
Have a good evening.
Thanks. Okay, we're gonna skip down to G because it's not 6:45 yet. And you received in your packet, information from Commonwealth Engineering for engineering fees on Van Buren Street. And, if you haven't, I don't know if we've stated this or not before at a council meeting, but the sewer project that's gonna go down Van Buren Street is gonna tear that street totally up. And we thought it would be great. We have some stormwater issues on that street and in that area. And we thought it would be great to do a stormwater project while the street is tore up from the sewer project. And in order for us to do the stormwater project and submit that as a component of the community crossing grant for 2026, there has to be engineering done on Van Buren Street for curb, storm outlets, sidewalk, and so forth, as part of the community crossing grant process. And so in order for Commonwealth to get a head start on design work and other preliminary work, we need to have the engineering fees approved so they can get started and they're not behind the 8 ball when the community crossing grant applications submitted. So, yes.
While it certainly makes sense to do this while the street's opened up anyhow, just want to make sure that we're not double engineering for both jobs, things that would have been done like sidewalking and paving and.
The paving part of it, I believe, is going to be done under the sewer part of it. The sidewalk would not have been included in the sewer part of it. But the
But there is
sidewalk
design in this as well, talking about.
for stormwater outlets, and the sidewalk is a
But the
component.
paving, but you have to, I guess, address the paving to get to the storm.
Right, but the paving part of it, to my knowledge, is going to be was part of the sewer bond issue.
Understood. I'm just talking the design work, which this is covering.
Okay.
I don't want to pay twice for a design.
They wouldn't do that. I can
Okay.
confirm that. I mean, I can call and confirm that with them, but they wouldn't.
I guess what I'm saying is I don't want to have the same design things in both of their
Understand.
jobs.
Understand. I can check and confirm that, but I think they're two totally different projects.
It's nothing to hold up tonight's process though.
I mean, to Rod's point, in the long-term, 2024 long-term control plan phase 2 that is going to be completed, it's not all a part of Van Buren, but there is $2.3 million worth of, soft costs that we approved when we did the rate study. So to Rod's point, just making sure that this is not anything that was considered in that $2.3 million is kind of what we need to make sure.
Right.
I'm sure it's probably not, but it's worth asking. And then maybe a follow-on, just to keep this straight in my head. So we've got the long-term control plan project, which is sewer changes on Van Buren. But we also want to make improvements to stormwater, which was not a part of what we did. So that is really what we're trying to engineer. And then we can include those stormwater project costs, I believe, with the street costs in the community crossing matching grant.
Yes.
But we have to do this
Yes.
to know what those costs are.
Right. And engineering fees are not a fee that you can submit for the community crossing grant.
Okay. And then these fees would be covered by stormwater utility, because that's what's driving this.
Correct.
You need a motion to authorize engaging.
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Curtis. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Kelly. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, so I'm going to recess the city council meeting and open a public hearing for pre-adoption of the 2026 budget proposal. So the public hearing is now open for any public people to comment.
Chairs can't talk.
So hearing no comments from the public, I will close the public hearing and reopen the city council meeting. And we will go to F and introduce the budget for 2026, which is ordinance 791. Did I miss anything, Dave?
Unless Calvin has.
No, just, the ordinance is just stating, basically what I went over, the adopted budget, the adopted tax levy and the adopted tax rate, and then our home rule funds, which is our law enforcement, continuing education, and Lloyd Public Safety. So those totaled the $4,547,210 of the budget I presented at the last meeting. So, were there any questions?
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to introduce ordinance 791.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Kelly. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Wes. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So the adoption of ordinance 791 will be at the October 14th meeting,
Yes, and then I'll submit it to CLGF 2 days,
which
right
just,
afterwards, but it has to be submitted within 2 days of.
which just as a
Adoption.
reminder will be Tuesday, not Monday, next month, 14th, because of Columbus Day. So Dave, do you have any attorney comments?
Do not.
Any clerk treasurer comments?
Do not.
Okay. I don't think I have any mayor comments right now. Any council member comments? Okay, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second? Second. Curtis. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
I'm sure that you all know, because news goes pretty quickly in a small town, but Braxton and Marina Iker are proud new parents of twins.
Oh, did